Hi, welcome to the EHR November Refresher Training. Our topics today are going to be how to reset your password in Allscripts prior to being prompted. I'm going to show you how to manage note locks and how to set your print fax templates. This is going to be one video. It might be a little bit longer than normal, but we will try and be as quick as possible. So the first thing is how to reset your password from inside of Allscripts prior to you being notified that your password is due to expire. Up at the very top, there is a sprocket. If you click on this, it opens up menu, and we're going to go to settings. From settings, you'll notice at the top, there's some tabs, and there's a change password tab. From here, you're just going to put in your current password, your new password, and then confirm the new password. And over to the right, you're going to save it. That's how you can go in and change your password. So if maybe your Windows password changed, but your Allscripts didn't, and you want everything to match, you can come in here and tell it to match. Once you're all done, I'm just going to click back on chart, and it's going to take me right back to where I started. So the next topic is going to be how to manage note locks. Every once in a while, someone can get stuck in a note, says the note's locked by someone else, or maybe it's locked by you, and you need to unlock it. When I'm inside a patient chart, there's two different places. It depends on your view. I'm in the older view. So in the older view, when I'm in a patient chart, I have manage note locks at the top. And I come in here, I'll find the user and the patient, and all I have to do is click on them, and at the bottom, unlock note. Now, if I'm in the newer view, which just give me 1 second, and I will flip over to a newer view. The newer setup, the note locks is going to be under settings, and then there's a manage note locks tab. So under settings, manage note locks works the same exact way. Find that patient and that user and unlock the note. And then just click home or wherever to go back to where you want to be. So that's managing your note locks. And the last topic we have is how to set your print fax template. So what this is when you're printing out a document, your encounters, or faxing them, you need to make sure that the letterhead is correct on them. So if you're printing an individual item, say I highlight my note, I'm in a patient encounters, I'm going to highlight the note, I right-clicked and I go to print or fax, then I get my print dialog box. At the bottom of this window, there is a document setting. Here you want to make sure you have the correct document header. You want to save it as your default document by checking it off, so the next time you won't have to change it. And I'm just going to open it up to show you what it does. It puts that header for that division with the patient information on it. Now, if you don't have anything set here, your patient won't appear at the top. So you need to make sure that you have a document header or a document type set. Same thing when you're faxing. So I'm going to right click and fax. At the very bottom of the document, the fax dialog box is where you're going to set that document header. Save it as your default. Now you can print or fax multiples from the system by using your control key. So I'm holding down my control key and I'm selecting the different documents that I want to send out. Now when I go into my print or fax, a different window is going to open up from here, where I'm going to make sure I have my printer set correctly or fax. But the most important one is under templates for the very first time. Now, when I click on templates, it does take a little bit to load. So be patient. It looks like it's not doing anything, but it actually is. And it's very deceiving, but it does take a little bit. And then it'll flip over to the templates. So we're just going to be patient here. This needs to be set for the very first time. It's not something we can do from the back end. So you'll notice now that I'm in templates, I see all of the different note types that potentially are out there. So you would pick the ones that you're printing. So I look over in my encounters and I have the GHGYN, I have a sick visit. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for those. So you can do all of the ones that you potentially would ever use. So let's see, we're going to go to GH. and then I have GYN problem. So right here, I'm going to come in and pick the appropriate document type. Same thing with the sick visits or acute problem. Or the OPT, so if I was doing OPT follow-up, so depending on your division, what you use, you could go down and set all of them. So maybe I know that my office uses OPT follow-up. I'm going to put my office's template in here. So go through one time, set them all to your division, anything that your division uses, and then apply it. And then when you print or your fax, it will have that header for your documents. So you won't be sending out blank documents with no patient information at the top. Otherwise, it defaults to this AAA CMG, and that one has no patient information on it. It is just a default document in there with no real information. So that is how to reset your password in Allscripts, manage your note locks, and how to set your print fax templates. If you have any questions on how to do this, if it's not working correctly for you, please give us a call at extension 9801. We'd be happy to help you with the EHR department. Thanks and have a great day.